Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
You miss masteries?
A bit.
I do sometimes.
I also miss runes because you can make really goofy rune pages. Like, I remember I saved up so I could buy Magic Pen in every slot, and I'd run that on Tom Kench, and you walk up in lane and just tongue lash them for like 100 damage level.
Well, Arrow is going to come down, but Kellen is going to tank it up. I think he's still just really dead. He's just sort of stunned forever, as Pleta actually using that Shield of Daybreak exactly when he needed to. And DK want to be able to take this dragon. So far doing a fair bit of damage to it already. With some control of the Banana Brush, we know that that is the most important thing. And Trinity Force is now completed for King, and teleport at the ready. A dangerous time for DRX.
Yeah, Frog doesn't have TP. I think they just let this go. I think this is the correct move. It's just a second dragon. It is a Cloud Soul.
Showmaker as well, being able to just stand over a wall with a control ward there, knowing that there's nothing that they can do to stop you from just sort of distorting in. Kingen now going to get speared here as Sponge comes in. Good flash. Solar Flare still going to get the stun, and Kingen is very much going to die. Pounce comes forward, and Sponge going to collect his happy birthday kill. It's going to be responded with an outer turret being taken down here in this mid lane, but the tower does also fall in bot, and I believe that was first turret blood being... Well, I don't know. What is the thing that isn't a penguin, a house, or a fossil?
I feel like those are
an apple. He probably can't throw an apple. Throws boomerangs.
Oh, yes.
As Teddy, he's throwing a boomerang at Ash. And Teddy going to flash over the wall, and Lucid is just going to break his heart. That is going to be a kill. First one for Dplus.
So I think a bit of a misplay there and a summon a burn for no real gain. DRX now setting up at the top lane, potentially looking to punish Kingen again and get this tower. He is mini-not, has no flash.
Well, he does at least have a turret for now. Kellen's moving in. Boomerang connects onto Sponge. He's going to pounce his way out, but Dplus just going to keep their heads in it. They're going to take down this dragon. That is going to be cloud number 1. Bit of extra movement as Kingen hopping in, looking for Sponge, gets the speed up from the hyper proc and is just going to back away.
Close up, you can kind of like distortion and snap back while the Q's firing to get it above that range, you know, to proc the passive effect.
Yeah. Well, let's see whether he can proc it, as his turret is just going to explode. Looks like no is going to be the answer. It's aiming, arcane shifting forward. We've seen that one before. Hit by the arrow. There's the cleanse, baby. That's what we're talking about. Kellen going to take a spear to the back of the head.
That is an arcane shift forward you can only do if you have cleanse, I'll tell you that much.
Yep, and so he can't do it for an extended period of time now because the cleanse was no.
Try and stop him.
Yeah. Well, headbutt pulp onto Pleta, who is just going to return the favor with a stun. Not sure about this one. He has been ignited. There is the ulti. Just Kellen biding his time, waiting for an opportunity. It's Teddy. Oh no! Lucid, his worst nightmare, is going to land on him once again. True Shot Barrage only going to hit onto Frog, but they have them right where they want them. He tries to mitigate the CC, throws them over. That all-out was so sick! But the Pulverize is even better from Kellen! The double kill comes in now from Showmaker. He does immediately die thereafter, but I still think an absolutely sick play from Dplus and a sick play from DRX.
That Frog just completely saved. But just a lot of abilities interacting with Cassandra. It looked very goofy, but that is how it's intended. That's how we've seen it work before. Just that was a very egregious example. Oh, arrow comes.
Oh, okay, aiming. The arcane shifted sideways, not forward. As Kellen not going to be so lucky. There's a headbutt back. Kellen still down to 50%. Pleta is just eradicated though, and Kingen is right in there. He is just going to get taken down. Kind of a freebie. Yep, still 1-for-1, I guess. Teddy, oh my goodness. Okay, that was almost just a one-shot.
Need the healing from Sponge to come in, and the Honey Fruit. It's still a good trade for DRX overall because Kellen is so low and Kingen is dead. But Kellen is looking for a flank angle.
Yeah, and Yahoo actually just standing his ground. The Buster Shot does come in. He's almost just dead, but he is going to survive, at least for now. Still, DRX cannot fight, and that is going to be Soul Point going over to Dplus. Showmaker really taking matters into his own hands. True Shot Barrage is going to hit Teddy. Not Yahoo, who backed at the right spot.
And I feel like Showmaker is so hard to deal with right now. They don't have an easy...
That is going to be a big spike. Talking about spikes, of course, aiming does have his now secured, as well as a cheeky brutalizer on top as Kingen. All right, he's just going to find Sponge and destroy him. That's his birthday present right there.
Beautiful flank angle comes in. The hidden ends up catching out the Nidalee, and now no jungler. DRX have to try and approach this and find a good fight.
Kingen just jumped over a wall and won the game, basically.
Yep.
That was pretty impressive. Okay. Let's see whether DRX can do anything about this. They don't really want to give it away for free. Zenithblade going to go wide. The arrow is going to be absorbed by the cow, who just presses the I don't care button. They take themselves to Baron. Kellen goes down relatively low. Kingen does have that Mega now relatively available. Another great all-out here from Frog, and that is a very dead Lucid. But that is the only thing that they get. The Baron's still going over to Dplus. I think they're still pretty happy.
Had a lot of Cassante interactions this game. Lucid not learning from the last one and tries to flash when he's already been ulted and ends up getting caught anyway. Now DRX might be able to get this second tower here. They have a lot of tower taking pressure.
Yeah, True Shot Barrage does do a lot of damage to Teddy. You can see Showmaker, he really wants it. He's like, if I had a death cap, I would definitely go in. But
you know, all things considered, that they just lost their jungler for DRX. The Baron power play is still in the negative. They're about even in gold. They are down in dragons, but they're keeping the hopes alive.
Well, Kellen is going to absorb even more CC as he looks to try and turn it, but gets the flash out from Pleta instead. He has to flash immediately away. The Ignite ticking, and the bomb is just going to take the kill. Atlas, you silly boy, you've got to stay a little bit more observant. Missed that one as the Boomerang going to fly over the top as well. Dplus still looking for it, but now they are down a member, and this Baron is not going to be doing too much. It's already a negative 700 as Pleta going to get poked out. Frog dashes away from Lucid. And Kingen looking to try and force something here. And Showmaker dashes in, finds Frog, but otherwise not too much. Some health bars getting chunked down. Teddy's still at full health, though. That is a big deal. Frog absorbing, and won't be able to do that one forever, as now Showmaker looking for that. Oh! Where'd he go? There goes, I don't know. That was that death cap he was waiting for, and worked pretty well.
He just put Yahoo into the death cap, I guess, and made it disappear.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to take things out of the witch's hat?
Well,
or
he has to put them in first to take them out later.
Ah, got it. Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Yep, and Yahoo, I mean, you could say that he could flash, but I don't think he expected to get one shot there. This LeBlanc is very strong right now. A massive issue for DRX to deal with. I want to give this one up. They're setting up.
Yeah.
The poke is starting to connect.
And I feel like in these fights, DRX have actually looked a little bit better. It's playing the map that has been pretty hard. True Shot Barrage is going to fly over. Decent mitigation, but now Sponge kind of out of the fight. Another all-out opportunity as they get rid of the cow. But starting the fight without Kellen, that has been the way. They steal it, but that's a gigantic gnaw from Kingen. Frog going to be taken out first. Pleta going to be second on the menu. A double kill for aiming, as now Yahoo's trying to keep them busy, but he takes a fossil to the face and is turned into one himself. All right, Lucid just trying to be Cassante. This is going to be his answer, trying to break the hearts of two at once, and he's going to be able to get the first on his birthday, and it's a double to come down for Lucid. There's an ace, and they were pretty mad that they had their Cloud Soul taken away from them, and their answer to it might just be winning the game.
And it ends up being a Dragon secured for DRX, but the engage from Kingen wins them the fight. Beautiful play there, and Dplus should just be able to close it out. The spawn time is way too long. Pleta, you can't defend this solo, especially with reinforcements coming in.
Oh man, I tell you what, Kingen, when he's on, he is so incredibly on. Doesn't quite find that ulti, but that doesn't matter because this Nexus is dead. First, he finds the Baron.
Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Yeah, he's just going to be waiting in this brush. Not sure about that one. Is Yahoo just moving underneath the turret here, dashing forward? There is Yahoo's going to go down. The flash out, and Showmaker stays alive. Oh, that is a big mistake on the DRX side. It looked like
aiming level 6 already. There's a cleanse available for Teddy, but Pleta is going to get access to that Unbreakable for a long time. So if he missteps, could be an easy handshake into Arrow Aaron.
And it is proving to be so.
Yep, and the XP disadvantage.
Oh, okay, we're looking for the Emperor's Divide. There's the flash, and the Arctic Assault is beautiful. There's that mid-jungle synergy for Dplus. And that is going to be the second kill for Showmaker. Oh dear, more plates going down. Teddy getting torn to shreds as Kellen is aiming, looking for first turret blood as well. And it is going to be Hextech. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Out of the two tech drakes,
yep,
I think that's probably the better one.
Yep, I love Hex Gates, honestly. So many fun interactions from that.
What's better, Hex Gates or Cinders?
I think I like Cinders more because they feel new, but I think Hex Gates overall...
I think Shock Blast could also be an answer to that as well. There is a lot of telegraphed arrival.
1,000 gold difference just in plates.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty. Lucid going to come in. That is going to be the Rift Herald secured by DRX, but the hostile takeover kind of massive. Some teleports coming in, some Hex Gates being taken, and that is Kellen just by himself. Glacial Prison going to connect. The arrow is pretty good there as well, but Frog finds the Gnar. Kingin to the skies, and that's going to be the Azir locking down some kills, and now Aiming is just mowing them down. Teddy trying to cleanse and trying to find some of the moves, but he'll find a double kill and then go down, and Aiming finds himself a 3-0-2.
Yeah, Showmaker and Aiming basically untouched for most of that fight, just able to free fire into the pit, walk up the fight, you know? Aiming and Showmaker are like, okay, let's hit this target together, then this one, and now this one.
Oh dear. Kellen and Kingen are actually just lane partners. That's just how it is, I guess. And they are now a gank squad, moving around and destroying everyone. Informed out of Life Esports and Dplus, and I think that it's relatively close as Kellen looking for Sponge here. There's definitely a lot of tape to take into account as well, and that is like one of them being that, okay, arrow going to connect here as Showmaker finds the Emperor's Divide. The Twisted Advance is decent, but it doesn't really do enough. And now Frog is on the wrong side of this. Oh, actually, Nature's Grasp does end up killing Showmaker because he was underneath the turret, but Frog is also going to die. And so we're going to say that that one was probably worth for Dplus. Oh, man. This
Series
is
against Life Esports. Really going to take a miracle from here for DRX to get back in the game. A 7,000 gold lead. Pre-20 minutes.
Lucid has ult. Fleta. Okay, there is a culling to come through. That's a defensive ult from Lucid. And Twisted Advance does come on in. Lucid able to get himself over the wall. Hexgate was taken by Aiming. And he's out of there. They have to use some cooldowns, but you'd still take that, I think, as they managed to secure the turret.
Lucid going there. Frog, unfortunately, does the hop in a straight line strategy.
Oh, we've got a little bit more of a fight here. Showmaker is just going to kill a tree.
Yeah. I don't think I need to know what happened lead up to that.
We'll get the replay, don't you worry.
We will, but I don't think... You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see the replay. I can't see how... I want to know how that happened exactly. I want to watch it back, and this time I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, we could pass.
We can pass. We don't need that one.
No,
we can focus on what's happening in the present.
Yep, and that's going to be Lucid giving thumbs up to his teammates as they just destroy this inner turret.
Maybe that's the birthday present for Sponge. They don't show that replay.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good idea. That's respectful on his birthday, and we like that. As Teddy doing the best he can. Shout outs to Teddy for picking Pulsefire Ezreal, my personal favorite. And Aiming, I don't think has the Secret Service with him this time around. Has to flash to get out of the way.
Oh, unfortunately, Sponge doesn't have flash himself, not able to get in range. Aiming, no cleanse, but able to get out of that one.
That is a very oldie. And in fact, was it ever a thing? No, I don't. Going to demonstrate that they are starting off the Baron, and I don't know whether DRX can do anything about it. Teleport is going to come in, so they are going to attempt to try and fight this off. Narbar position pretty good for... It's just gone.
Yeah, you know, Sponge is like, oh, the Hex Gates were running late, you know.
Yeah.
Couldn't get there in time. Sorry, boss.
Well, Lucid just boosting his way in. Nature's Grasp does come down, but there's the hostile takeover. That gets rid of the tree, and Lucid still dashing forward. He's going to be gnawed back. There is the bailout, but it's just not going to happen in time. 1-for-1 trade in the end, as Dplus just pushed them out of their mid lane. There are bounties up, ladies and gentlemen. It is over a 10,000 gold lead. And when I said it is over, maybe I could have just left the sentence at that.
It's not looking good. You know, trading the kill, best case scenario out of the situation, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference to Dplus's pushing power. They will take the inhib. They will reset. Spend all...
Mapped a lot of the plays.
I think they've done both this game.
Yeah. And, oh god, Showmaker just does so much damage. He's built his Zhonya's now as well. He's an entire full item ahead of his counterpart.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we're so used to big ults from Azir's.
Arrow, splits.
And also just the DPS, you kind of forget how much poke you can just do with just like a soldier Q auto.
Yeah. Yeah, the Conquering Sands just flies in. Shock Blast as well.
He's having you in.
Yeah.
You know, you can't even rely on aiming arcane shifting in. He doesn't have that ability.
Teddy can, in theory, but
Yeah.
That's not helping DRX. Hextech Soul is going to come on down. It's a 12,000 gold lead and Hextech Soul. Yeah, I don't even think burger flipping is a thing.
Yeah.
In this game.
I feel like the Avenue would somehow involve utilization of the Fountain Laser. I think they need like Frog 5-man ult them into the Fountain Laser. Is kind of they have to.
But that's Teddy.
Power.
Teddy's he's the Fountain Laser.
I don't think he's doing as much damage as a Fountain Laser right now.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
He's not quite living up to his name at this point. It is a rough one.
I think he's lived up to his name. Teddy's are quite, cuddly.
Oh, okay. The other name is what I was talking about, and instead it turned into Teddy slander.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Well, this is the last inhibitor turret going to be sieged here by Dplus. Cyrilda's now completed for Kingen, and there it is. Does a lot of damage to Sponge, who's only got health at this point.
Oh,
got a big zoom out. Yeah.
He's got Mega ready. Oh, there's a tower.
Yeah, this is a great Mega timing, as never mind, he's going to auto.
He's
out. I'm just done. He's like, oh, don't worry, guys, I'll backdoor.
Guys, I have a place
All right,
to be.
Arrow going to connect it. Oh, God! The entire kitchen sink
Happy
just thrown
birthday!
in the tree. What? They are arborists. That was a lot of tree removal.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah, okay, they didn't quite need everything there, but that was the message was received. They get an ult out of Pleta here as well. He's going to flash for the Pulverize, looks for an option. Hostile takeover means that nothing's going to come of it. Aiming will secure that one. Shock Blast comes in. Showmaker wanting to get more done, but they are going to have to settle with just winning the game, I think. And Showmaker is just going to push them all the way to the back of the fountain. Frog turned back up again, but he still doesn't like the state of what's going on here, and still Aiming is just going to grab that kill. Flashes in. There's a whole lot going on, but I think the Nexus is still going to fall down. The Renata is going to die as well. That is another stray Shock Blast picking up a kill. And Lucid just Arctic assaulting around, and there's a sad B in the fountain to represent.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.